students live in a different environment than what you're used to. If you don't exit off the highway where East Palo Alto's at, you would never have any idea what's behind the IKEA.
I found out about 3 homeless students last week, and now I just found out about another one today.
East Palo Alto, the homes are closer together. You can see over the backyard fences, and the schools look a little bit different. Over here, the houses they're bigger. The lawns are a little bit bigger.
90% free or reduced lunch at our school. I could probably walk to an $8 million home from here. I could walk there. Why do we exist like this? That's crazy. Children on the west side, they have piano, they have violin, they have gymnastics, they have sports, they have SAT tutoring, they have all these supports. When you have something that you're complaining about, you need to try to fix it. So when I became principal, I called. I said, I'm a principal at a school in East Palo Alto, and I think we need citizen schools.
We partner with a public school to give that school and that community the people they need, the human capital they need, to make it possible for that longer school day to be exciting, inspiring, but also valuable in an academic sense for students who need more support.
I did do my kindergarten through 8th grade education in the Ravenswood School District. It was fun, but we didn't have a lot of opportunities that some other students had that would put us on the right track for college.
We are bringing in a second shift of educators to help students connect to their possibilities for the future.
Citizen schools is an entry point. It crosses so many boundaries in terms of business background, cultural background. The only place where those people will converge is Starbucks and our school, thanks to citizen schools.
This is what they love most about their school day. We've had solar car apprenticeships. We've had computer programming apprenticeships. This semester, we had a golf apprenticeship.
Citizen schools does something that we can't in the traditional setting, which is expedite someone from the community into the classroom.
I believe that I had my first informal apprenticeship around 5th or 6th grade. My neighbor was a mechanic, a backyard mechanic, and one day he invited me to jump off the fence and help him out. I want to do the same for another 5th or 6th grader in my neighborhood.
So Ricardo is supporting the Champions for Change apprenticeship, which is really tackling issues of hunger and homelessness in the direct East Palo Alto community.
We do this field trip mid-apprenticeship to Envision, which is a shelter organization.
We fed 60 families, which the food will last for 2 weeks.
They felt so positive, so pumped.
Cesar Chavez was inspiring, yes, like as a history major in college, I was inspired by his story, but for me, it's so personal now. And the idea that our motto, dream big, work hard, give back. And there's no reason that we can't do that at our school other than the fact that people don't think about it that way.
Hi, welcome to our WOW. We are middle school students from Citizen School at Cesar Chavez Academy in East Palo Alto.
They nailed it.
They really did have that wow moment.
3 years from now or 4 years from now, if we know that they're actually going to college or they didn't drop out by their 9th grade, then citizen schools work.
Throughout the 3 months that I was volunteering, I questioned whether or not I could personally finish this journey. In terms of the impact and the value and just the return that I saw based on the time that I committed, I now see why many of the other Cisco employees or many of just the other citizen teachers come back.
You can make a longer school day that goes as late as 6 p.m. impactful in terms of academic achievement, but also exciting and fun and engaging for the kids. Like, kids want to be there.
I think there are ways about these apprenticeships that will impact these children's lives that we can't even measure yet.
Once social change begins, it cannot be reversed. You cannot uneducate the person who has learned to read.